Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Sett, and we're going to be facing the Grand Heist for the quote-unquote last time. It's not actually the last time, it's just the last time I get a reward out of this. I'll still be playing it in the future, this adventure, but not for the extra rewards, just for fun. In fact, I'm doing it this week with Lilia. I am not certain this is going to work out, because Sett is very reliant on getting coins and going for big turns where you spend a lot of mana and rally and do a lot of things. And getting a synergistic deck is not really something that's guaranteed in this adventure. That's why I'm going to simply go for the champion spurs in order to get more coins and the Chemtech duplicator, because once I reach 6 mana I am going to be able to double up on spell casts, and hopefully with double the spells I can actually beat the opponents. Otherwise I'm just going to be screwed. Elder Dragon, Fiddlesticks, Fiddlesticks might be a decent enough pickup. Crowstorm is alright, I guess. The cashback makes it a little bit more usable. Fiddlesticks on his own is very good because it doesn't get shuffled into my deck, so I'm always guaranteed to get set on the first turn. And the Shallow Siren being an elusive is alright. Yeah, let's pick up the Fiddlesticks and just spend our rerolls on something that's more important. Epic Escapades. Your epic cards cost 2 less. I don't remember having ever seen this power. Epic cards generally are they're not the best, they're very situational, right? Do I just try to draft an epic base deck? You know what, I'm going to pick it up just because I haven't seen this power before. Epic cards cost 2 less, so 5 mana Imperium, 5 mana Sign-In. Yeah, 5 mana Sign-In seems good. Draw 2 is a good thing. The thing though is that if I get too many 5 drops, namely the Sign-In and the Empyrean, then they'll enter a sort of conflict with Sett, because I want to go for Sett on turn 5 to set up a turn 6 with Chemtech duplicator. So I can't really pick up this second Imperium. Let's just reroll. Facebreaker. Okay, Facebreaker is great. It sets champion spell. It generates coins. In fact, with the cashback, it generates even more coins. And the summoning beacon is great. Tribeam Improbabulator for 3, but I don't have a lot of 3s to ramp it up, so I can't go for it. This is another 5. The bundle 3, when I'm summoned, summon a copy of me. Let's roll it again. Chief Mechanist Zeri and Shadowblade for 3. You know what? Sure. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Time Trick's decent. It's a nice amount of card draw. Vastine Disciple is free, and in fact I'm pretty sure I can go infinite with it. That's an incredible pickup. Knuckle is flexible. Deep Meditation is good, but so is Will of Ionia. I'm going to pick up the Deep Meditation. And for our last choice, we can go Voidgate, Drum Solo, or Eclectic Collection. You know what? Let's pick up the Drum Solo. Let's try to combo out our opponents. Hopefully we can do it. What should I mulligan? I'm definitely mulliganing this, right? Keep the time trick, maybe the deep meditation. No, let's keep the drum solo and the time trick. Knuckle, right, I forgot, we have out of the gates as our power. I can just go coin, time trick, setup, so a drum solo next turn. Can't really do that, right? Well, let's time trick first, see what we get. Ooh, first time disciple. That's free.
I don't do meditation.
Oh, but the unfortunate part is that with first time disciple having its attack reduced by the Emperor's dice, I won't be able to proc him properly. Which is very annoying. I can either go Hero's Horn or I can go for the Ren Shadow Blade. I think the Ren is better. It generates a blocker that can actually trade favorably into the opponent's units. And here, I suppose I'll trade like so. Next turn, let's drop down Sett. Okay, what are you doing to my Sett? Please don't kill it. Okay, he's killing the Ren Shadow Blade. Significantly preferable in my opinion. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Get a couple more coins in my hand. And I think I can go for a big turn next turn. My spells get doubled up now. So I can go for this. Yeah, this is a good choice. Yeah, that's not scary at all. I can just block here, block here, block here, take the 4. I'm going to refill 11 mana. Actually, more than that. And I can go ahead and stun these 2 units here, because they're the lowest statted ones, which means they'll get buffed up when I rally, and I don't want that to happen. I can go for the kill this turn. I see the line. Let's go for the Shadow Fiend. I can refill spell mana, or I can just go ahead and attack first and then go for the refill and then get some card draw going, which will allow me to rally as well. Well, I'll rally once I play more cards, spend more mana. Ooh. That was very rough. The first encounter in this adventure is very rough, definitely. It always takes a lot of health out of you. Bull shark, the serpent, wall squirrel, nah. Tag out, okay, tag out is great. It ramps us up, gets us closer to our set turn. Do I cut? What card do I cut? I'm tempted to cut one of the card draw cards, either the drum solo or the deep meditation. Maybe the time trick. Honestly, yeah, I'm going to cut the time trick. And I'm going to just rely on our larger spells. If I could get an epic spell that costs 5, that would be great, because I would be able to go for it on 3 if necessary. Because of our power, the cost would be reduced. But I don't even know what kind of good epic spells there are on 5. Annoying, getting rid of my large unit. But I'll deal with it. I have Facebreaker this turn. I'll be able to prevent whatever he summons here from attacking. Doesn't matter what unit I get. All that matters is that I go for a set on 5. I can trade set in.
I'm the boss. That's all there is to it.
Okay, careful preparations are very scary. I hope he's not getting a lot of decimates.
We'll be waiting. Try not to touch anything important.
Some extra healing would also be nice in this deck. Let's go ahead and draw one. Yeah, that's a good pickup. Now we have secured the victory this turn. Probably.
We'll be waiting. Try not to touch anything important.
Let's go for a stun. Fill up our board. Try to get some cards out of hand. And there goes my set. Well, at the very least I have enough mana to get him back. But it's still incredibly annoying. Especially because I wasted the rally effect. Or I wasn't able to get the rally effect off. But I think I can do it this turn. Let's attack like so. Allow the opponent to soften up his own units. I'm going to keep this card in hand, otherwise I'll get way too many Vastine Disciples. Let's refill our mana twice. Try to empty our hand so we can go for a deep meditation, which will draw us a lot of cards. Sure, let's refill our mana. A whole bunch. We'll go for the Terrify. And the opponent's out of mana, which means I can go for more coins and then tag out the Kahiri.
Never lost yet, and I ain't starting now.
It doesn't matter what I get here, sure. Let's go for the Cosmic Rays. And the Equinox, I guess. We just obliterate the last blocker on the opponent's board, and I have more than enough damage to close out the game.
Losers get paid.
It would be nice to get some sort of healing in this deck, just as a safety precaution against Ezreal, because Ezreal can get a lot of burn. But if we can get a turn like this against Ezreal, I suppose that won't be necessary. All of these are terrible. Let's roll. Pickpocket. Oh, pocket picker, I mean. I guess. Not the most exciting pickup, but it could be a lot worse. Falling Comet, which refills our spell mana. Or Easy Prey. Let's pick up the Easy Prey. I think I'll... Falling Comet? No, let's not go for the Falling Comet. Let's move along. I think for the first time I'm actually going to go for the Sett encounter.
I'm undisputed.
Each round, the first time the foe summons a unit, it strikes one of the player's units at random. That's concerning. I won't be able to properly have units on board. Let's toss all of these. Knuckle. If I could, I could also need a better 2-drop to pull out of the gates. Knuckle is just a bit underwhelming. Impact. Yeah, sure. Let's give impact to the Rend Shadowblade. Fighting. Annoying.
I don't do meditation.
Stabby, stabby, stab.
Yeah, sure, let's go like this. Because this allows me to generate an additional Pastine Disciple, which I desperately need, because if the opponent's just going to summon something and immediately remove one of my units, I need the blockers. Don't get overwhelmed, please. He got overwhelmed. Just my luck. Let's drop down a Shallow Siren. Start working on finding the Fiddlesticks. That's not the Fiddlesticks. Can I go for the Sett? I'm going to go for the Sett.
I'm the boss. That's all there is to it.
Because he strikes the weakest unit, so this is fine. Next turn I can go for a big turn, I can go for a Crow Storm, I can go 9N.
Finally, some action.
Wait, oh, it said random, right. I completely forgot it was a unit at random. Then I guess I'll go for the sign and draw 2. Try to find something that's playable. Let's go for this. Let's Crow Storm. We managed to hit Fiddlesticks. That's a plus. Fiddlesticks debuffs his board significantly.
Wonder how much this is worth.
So yeah, the opponent's board suddenly stops being threatening. Yeah, you can go ahead and play your lucky find if you want, opponent. I think the game's already over in my favor. Let's drum solo. Try to fish for a Sett. Perfect. Can I coin it out? Yes, I can. Let's coin out the Sett.
Fight, I can't win.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's drop down a pocket picker. And I'm just going to attack like so, I suppose. Mostly because I don't want to lose Sett or the fiddlesticks. Next turn I'll have 2 coins. I can tag out, I can use the 2 coins. Ooh, I can also go for the face breaker. Or the Crow Storm from the Fiddlesticks. I'll go for the Crow Storm from the Fiddlesticks. It's 14 mana towards Sett, or 7 mana towards Sett's counter, and I get 2 blockers out of it.
I get the guard, Bob gets the goods.
Let's bounce that back to the opponent's hand. Get a rally off. I accidentally made that thing a problem for me. I didn't realize that would be the one that gets buffed up to Oblivion. But it's fine because the opponent decided not to attack at all. Which is extremely weird in my opinion. But I'll take it. I wonder how I'm going to win against the clock hand. The opponent has a lot of health, so maybe I'll be forced to play all the cards. But considering how much damage I'm dealing every encounter, maybe I can actually go for the kill with damage. Sign in, face breaker, or deep meditation. The ramp is nice. The draw on the face breaker is nice as well. I think draw on face breaker is more important than the rest. And I'm cutting the pocket picker. I'm not really that satisfied with its performance. I need a 2-drop to take the place of the knuckle in the Out of the Gates. That's all I'm thinking about now. Because other than that, I think this deck can go the distance. Do I play a Sett here? I'm going to play a Sett. The opponent doesn't really have a lot of interaction. Other than like damage from the time bombs, I think. So that early doesn't really put him at risk. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's face breaker both the opponent's units and get the countdown down. Instant sentry. That's going to be a problem in the future. Maybe that's going to be a problem now, I guess. Fortunately, the opponent isn't smart enough to go ahead and attack with the grumpy Hawk Bear as well. Otherwise, I would take a bunch of damage there. Let's go ahead and set up so that on the turn with the where I get the Terrify off, I can go ahead and go for a big turn with a lot of coins. In fact, I can go for one Terrify now even though it seems like a bit of an overkill, wasting all those coins on just that, but I think it's a necessity. Otherwise the opponent might just kill me with the overwhelm damage next turn. Yeah, that's what I figured. Let's bounce back that to hand. We're going to chump block there. Chump block here, chump block here. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get the Falling Comet, I guess. We'll get the Golden Sister for the lifesteal. Sett dies, but I have a backup. I can go for it now. I'll go for it now. Drop down the Sett.
Is for lightweights.
And then next turn I can go Deep Meditation coin and try to go for a big turn. Except I need to empty my hand first. Because Deep Meditation draws 4 cards. Never mind, I have no more spells in my deck. Good to know. Let's Face Breaker this one and this one, I suppose. Yeah, they're the ones that are going to get buffed.
Give it up for the reigning champ!
Sett levels up, I draw 2. Actually, I burn 2. But it's fine. Those cards weren't necessary. Let's just go for that. Remove one of the opponent's units like so. I am going to tag out that one. Doesn't really matter what I get here, I think. As long as I can keep going for spell casts, I'll be fine. Let's attack with everything. I think I might be able to go for a kill this turn. I just have to not mess it up. Let's do this. Keep buffing up our board, keep rolling our units. Oh, that's a fiddlesticks. Let's get the... No, I can't. Not yet, at least.
I saw you looking at me.
I need to refill my mana. Now we go for the fiddlesticks. And we can go for a drum solo, draw a couple cards. I think we don't have to worry about decking out because we have Deep Meditation. It shuffles 2 copies of it into the deck, but it also draws 2. It's a bit iffy. Let's coin again. We go up to 10 mana. We'll double that up. We have 4. Wait, it doesn't draw itself? 2 other spells, okay. Makes sense. Then in that case, what? I can just consider this done. What's the counter at? 2. Well, this is a 2. Let's attack yet again. Let's refill our mana. Let's draw. Let's draw. Okay, Fiddlesticks leveled up. Maybe burn the entire opponent's deck is also a game plan that's worth considering. In theory, this should be fine. Let's refill our spell mana yet again. We shuffle more deep meditations into the deck, get more coins out. What's the breakpoint right now? 1. I need a 1. This is a 1. I'll go for the 2 then instead. I can go for this and go for the rally effect as well.
Bull's gonna love this place.
Just like so.
This old paddler still got tricks.
Double rally.
Nobody's
That's
tougher
not
than me.
too great. Well, I finally broke the chain though. So, your turn, opponent. Let's see what he does. Oh, that's a target for Sett's Facebreaker.
Fist meet face.
I was worried about attacking myself, but maybe that shouldn't have been a concern. Because I am shuffling a lot of stats in the deck. And deep meditations as well. Let's shuffle more in. I've actually wasted my opportunity to go for a big turn this turn. Or multiple attacks this turn. But it's still fine. We can still deal 100 damage to the opponent. Now, what do I do this turn? I'll try to get my hand empty.
No holds barred. You, me, in the ring.
Though that's easier said than done. Get the warrior out, yeah. The units are cluttering up my hand a little bit. That's a lot of coins right there. Way too many, one might say. Let's get a lot of card draw going. We rally yet again. I think this is over.
Beat losers.
Game over? Yep. Well, I did say we might be able to kill the opponent with damage instead of the
Good to be the boss.
way it's intended. And turns out I was right. Warding Charm or Farsight Alteration. Or Pickaxe. Let's go for the Pickaxe. Give our set a little bit more damage. Makes it easier to trade into things. Sea's Fury. Little Buddies. Beagle Dust Sprinkle. All of these seem pretty bad. I don't need the extra board presence. This Sea's Fury. Yeah, Sea's Fury might be fine. Might allow us to take on the Ruin Runner. I'm feeling confident, so we're going for it. Even though this deck might not be the best choice, because our early game is not that great. We don't put a lot of pressure on the opponent. So let's try to mulligan for an aggressive hand. Or as aggressive as this deck can get. Right, we get a set on our opening hand. That helps things a little bit.
I'm the boss. That's all there is to it.
If it's made of sand, I can ride.
At the very least, it allows us to do this.
Looking at me.
Clear one of the opponent's units. Get a couple of coins into my hand, which should allow us to go for something here.
Chase what you want without mercy.
Yeah, let's stun both of those. Honestly, yeah, it's preferable to cast this first. Of course, I generated Tentacle, which is not a 1/1 Tentacle, which is not exactly what I wanted, but it's still fine, because this is more efficient.
This meat
I'll have 3 mana for next turn. Sure, you trade into set, and deal 7 damage, but I have a backup set in hand. Now we can go set. I'm going to refill 4 mana. I can go for a Shallow Siren. There go my set's keywords. But next turn I am going to be able to go for a big aggressive turn.
Out of my way.
Is this going to result in my loss? 80 plus. The opponent's going to have 80 plus health.
My board. The wind howls.
I need something. Ooh, that's a rally. That's what gets me out of the danger zone. Now the opponent won't have 80 plus health at the start of the next turn. Guaranteed. Perfect. Everything's fine. No matter what the opponent plays here. Yeah, let's drop down another Shallow Siren. I guess we're going for the mill game plan. We'll bounce that back to the opponent's hand. Make him waste all of his mana.
Heard of a fair fight?
Sun's beneath me and wind's behind me.
Can you not, opponent? How close are we to the rally? I don't know. There we go. That's the rally. I was thinking about destroying the opponent with the burn, but it turns out I might do it with the
What a shame for you!
attack instead. Nah, let's do it with the burn. It's funnier that way.
And I ain't starting now.
Now I can say I've beaten this encounter just by burning the opponent's entire deck. In fact, I don't even need to attack. Let's just let him die to decking out. Poor guy. But he isn't used to losing like that. Drum solo. Strength in numbers. Legion Marauders. You know what? Sure, let's pick it up. It's a 5 that gets its cost reduced, or it's an 8 that gets its cost reduced to 5. It might be slow, but I think I can make it work. And Crush is decent enough. It allows us to just deal a bunch of damage, even when the opponent jump blocks are massive units. Let's keep the Shallow Siren and the Drum Solo, toss the other 2 cards. I still think I might need to go for the set this early. Mostly to keep control of the board.
Want a piece of me? Line starts here.
The opponent didn't summon a
Instead of sand, I can write.
the Dune Swallower.
Beat losers, get paid. I saw you.
Interesting. It's my lucky day, I guess. It means that next turn I can probably go that Space Breaker.
You wasters came a long way for a whooping.
Unless this triggers the Dune of Solar. No, it's play, so since it's play, this is fine. It won't trigger.
What a shame for you!
Ha! Hit him with the old one too.
Now it's turn 5. We are at risk of summoning a Dune Swallower. But next turn it's turn 6, so no matter what happens, this is fine. Yeah, I'll burn my coins here to protect the set. In fact, doing this just makes it so it's turn 6 earlier. So the opponent just screwed himself, actually.
Nobody. Welcome to the arena.
Let's just attack with the elusives and the set, because I want the coins. The coins are what going to allow me to close out this game here. Just like this.
Bustin' head.
Then we can...
Figured you want in on the action.
I don't, but I must help the others.
Yeah, let's stand there and there. I'm going to go for a coin right afterwards. Or maybe not, let's just attack like this.
Wrong town.
Let him trade in one of his own units. make a little bit more board space for me. So I can go for a Crowstorm. We double up on our mana again. Let's let's Deep Meditation. Let's get more mana, we'll play the Fiddlesticks. Start getting the Fiddlesticks Bloom procs on the opponent's units.
Time to give 'em a show.
Wait, the opponent's at 18, I don't need to do all of this. My bad, let's just close out the game. Okay, so we might not have sustain, but if we can get a single turn like this against Ezreal, I'm pretty sure the game's over. Mana potion on the Deep Meditation, sure. Shop or champion item chest. Let's go for the shop, we have a lot of money. None of these are exciting. Fixer-upper, sure. Let's reroll once here, see if I get something interesting. None of these are interesting. Let's leave. And let's cut a card. I'm tempted to cut the Knuckle, but the Knuckle is the one thing we're getting out of the gate, so I don't want to cut it, even though I actually do. Maybe I should cut these strengthening numbers. I picked it up because there were no better options, and as funny as it is, I don't think it's going to help us win the game. We need to keep our deck as consistent as possible, since it's so combo-centric. Deep Meditation. Let's toss the Sett and the other cards. I could go for Ren on the first turn, but I'm going for Sett on the first turn anyway, because of the Sett that is offered from our power anyway. Let's drop him down. Get a bunch of keywords and buffs from the Fixer-upper. Is the opponent going to double up the Ezreal? Yes, he is. I should have figured. And immediate True Shot Barrage, dealing 4 damage to my face. Incredibly annoying. Well, at least I got some extra coins. What's he doing? Double of the Spirit Fire. I'm tempted to tag out just to keep Sett around. I'm going to do it. This is good, it allows me to go for Sett earlier. I'm going to get the coins after the spell cast, so this is better. This way I can go for the Sett, or I can place the Sett back down right after him trying to remove him. I take 6 here, and it hurts, but next turn is our big turn. Uh, 8 cards in hand. Let's start off by doing this. I go up to 10. the opponent's doubling up on the Ezreals. It can be frightening if he has a lot of spells that target my units, but he appears to be using one of those spells in my face. Yeah, sure, burn that, I don't care. Let's go for the terror. This is actually good for me, because it works towards Sett's level up. Honestly, let's tag out that thing. No. Let's go for an attack like so first. The opponent has 2 mana. What can he do for 2 mana realistically? Nothing, that's what I say. Yeah, I'm just going to pick the cheap options to get them out of hand quickly. And he's targeting them. It's fine. I still have other options to screw the opponent over. Especially because my turn isn't done yet. This is the opponent's last turn, I'm certain. Let's attack with everything again. I have to rally one more time. Let's refill 6 or 12, I mean. We'll drop this down because it's bigger, and we've rallied. We even managed to hit Fiddlesticks. And we don't need to play him. Let's get this game over with. That was a very good showing from Sett. Didn't expect things to turn out that well. The Ezreal still managed to burn a lot of our health though. I couldn't ask for a better run, I think. So I'll take it. Nice last performance, I'd say. But yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.